What's up, everybody? This is Jason Germino from GameOctane. I'm here again with Tom and Owen. If you guys remember them from last Silicon Valley Comic Con, they built basically a paper rendition of Iron Man, which is technically life-size. It lights up. It's awesome. We'll have a link on the bottom showing the interview the last time. This time we don't have a camera, unfortunately, so it's just going to be audio. So before we get into the new project, how's your guys' life been since last Comic Con? What's been different? What's been improved?
It's been busy. It's been busy. Lots going on. Lots of exciting projects. Lots of collaborations as well, from smaller little set design pieces to large-scale window displays. It's been a good year so far.
So has there been acknowledgement from the work you did on the Iron Man from last time? That people are like, oh, you guys are the guys who did the thing at the...
It's been insane, the response. I can't believe how many people have come back to check it out because of seeing the Iron Man last year and have been tracking our progress over the last year
so
and
good.
stuff. It's been mad.
That's awesome.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, when I saw you guys, when Nolan and I saw your guys' name come up, we're like, oh yeah, we got to hit him up. We got to talk to you guys again. This is officially the only interview we've done twice with two people, so I've never interviewed anyone twice. So
privileged.
It's an honor to talk to you guys again, honestly.
Thank you so much.
So the new project, new Star Wars model, the K2SO, how was it different compared to the Iron Man one that you guys did?
Well, this one came with its own challenges. Firstly, it's a way bigger model in terms of height and sort of limb length, but also
2 meters, 160 centimeters.
Yeah. But we also thought we'd push it this year and try to combine a moving part, which Tom.
Awesome. All right, we're good.
So there were some new challenges this year, basically.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, starting off, it was a way bigger model, to 2.16 meters tall.
Yeah.
And so that had its own sort of levels of difficulty. But also this year we thought we would push it even further, and without telling the organisers, we decided it'd be nice to try and build in a moving part. It's something that we had developed for a previous project. Actually a couple. Firstly, Tom got a job through, or was a part of an exhibition where he created this moving owl which reacted to colour, which was an amazing thing. And he brought me in just to sort of decorate it. But then we developed that for a window display for a department store in the UK.
That's awesome.
We did their windows on Oxford Street.
And instead of with that one using it to track things, because of the busy environment, much like with Comic Con having a busy environment, we wanted to try and write it so that it felt like we animated it naturally, so it felt a bit more real and wasn't just skitting out all over the place.
Yeah, just tracking everything. That makes sense. That's cool.
It was going to be up for 2 months, so you'd have no idea. You don't want the motors to burn out, and it's just it was so unpredictable if that was the case.
Was that also done in paper as well?
Yes.
It was?
Yeah. So that was another combination of me building these big paper flares and then Tom bringing them to life.
Prototyping a bunch of parts in 3D print for the mechanism, and then building some electronics into it and setting up a little circuit so that then the paper elements can be attached to the 3D printed parts. Awesome. And then you've got yourself some moving paper models.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
And so it was nice because obviously off the back of last year, the organisers then asked us back this year, and having done the window display only a few months ago, we sort of already had the tools ready to...
How was the response on the window display? Okay, so how was the response for the bird project, the owl?
Yeah, it was amazing actually.
Was it?
Basically that one was for a museum over in Germany, and the pitch for that particular show was that they had a lot of interest from adults, but not so much from kind of younger generations and kids. And so with the owl, it responding to your movement and with holding a coloured ball, got insane responses from kind of all sorts of adults, kids, everything, and also kind of kids with sort of things like autism and stuff, suddenly really connected with this little kind of essentially toy. And so it was a really good response.
That's amazing. So with the newer model, how are you controlling the movements? How did you program it? What are you using? If someone's ever interested in this, what would they need to do to go?
So with that one, you can run these kind of motors off something like an Arduino, which is a small microcontroller, and with that sort of you essentially animate it through code. So it's a case with this one of trying to servos like moving from one point to another very fast, very accurately. and you can build it into the code so that you can create slightly more natural flowing movement just by adjusting the parameters of what the servo's doing. And then we built it in so that essentially it creates its own random positionings to move to, so that it will generate one random positioning move to there at a sort of random kind of speed or things like that within parameters, and then pick another one so that you never end up with something that feels really clunky and predictable. It actually feels like it might be looking around at you.
Yeah, and because that was a key thing about the window display and what we've tried to build in now is actually creating movements that look natural. So even though obviously it's not, people still are questioning, what's behind it, and Tom did a great job of just building this beautiful code that, it slows and moves, and it's just, it feels nice and no worries, man.
Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to code something like that?
I can't remember in the first one. My background's actually more in kind of three-dimensional materials, kind of woodworking, metalworking, all of those kind of things. And it's in the last sort of 5 or 6 years that I started coding. So I'm probably not the fastest. I think it probably took me about maybe a week or something to figure out the coding and electronics for the window display, and then recycled what we learnt in that one into this project and adapted it for this particular purpose that we wanted it for this one. So this time it was probably more like a day of like just adapting the code for what we were particularly using it for. But again, all of these projects, you sort of build on what you've learned before, whether it was kind of years before or sort of months before. It continuously gives you new platforms to leap off with the next project, and so kind of looking forward, it's we're wanting to maybe do more kind of computer vision kind of based stuff, and we'll see where it goes.
Does it seem to be getting easier, or are you guys trying to challenge yourself with the motor stuff?
I think we're constantly challenging ourselves.
Let's go. It's like, I'm gonna go bang one of these out next week. Let's go build something.
Either we or someone else sets a new challenge, and we just try and rise to it.
I think that's it. You've got to be constantly pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. I think it's really important. Like having a bit of fear behind you is the only way to drive you forward.
I would agree. I would agree to that. I definitely would.
And so I find the most exciting projects nowadays are the ones that scare the crap out of me, because that you're totally out of your comfort zone, and you're going to have to learn a new way of working and bring in the right people for that job.
Yeah, and now you know you guys can do it.
Yeah.
So how are the organizers in just a general response to the newer model? I mean, people are still going crazy over Iron Man.
It's been great. It was quite funny actually, because we didn't reveal the moving part of K2SO until the day, the first day, of the event. And so we showed one of the main organizers the video of it moving, and he's had Iron Man in his lounge all year. So he's just had it in his cinema room, just next to his sofa, and has already allowed another guy to take dibs on K2. But as soon as he saw it move, I think it was like this reaction, a mixture of excitement but also massive regret that he's actually getting it for himself. So
maybe he'll take the K2 and donate the Iron Man to the next guy. We'll just keep cycling going down.
It's so funny, but
they're already fighting over who gets it.
Yeah, it's the response has been amazing.
That's really good.
And it's just funny seeing people walk past who don't know it's moving or it's gonna move, and then suddenly it catches their eye, and just seeing their responses.
I think a lot of people they'll kind of touch it and like they don't realize it's paper either. They're like, holy crap!
This year it's become a triple, because last year we had it where people like would sort of see them and go like, wow, that's cool, and then walk a bit closer and like, hang on, is that paper? Wow! And then this year it's kind of the additional like, then they see it moves and like, whoa!
Yeah. You got a big step for next year if you guys are coming back.
There's some ideas floating
There's
about.
some ideas, but
you got ideas going, all right?
Yeah, already. Well, it's good talking. I think this is actually the best place for research, because you can throw out character ideas and then gauge people's reaction. And that's been interesting already, because there's certain things that maybe we thought might have been cool, and then no one
will like it.
And then there's a few things that people have been suggesting, and then we've been saying that to other people.
But take it on board and kind of,
Are you able to say which one you think is your favorite so far?
We want to try and keep under wraps.
Okay.
We've got a couple of, I don't know, it could go pretty nuts though.
We got a lot of movies coming out between now and then to start planning.
That's one of the exciting
things. Because even actually last year after Iron Man, I think the obvious choice was to go down the Avengers route and just do the work through the Avengers. And so we were talking about that. And then in the meantime, Rogue One came out, and everyone sort of loved K2. We both saw the film and thought he was a really interesting character. And we thought actually maybe that would be nice because it's such a fresh, current character to make. And people who are coming here would maybe only just seen the film, so it feels very current.
Yeah.
And so that's what led us to do that. And so yeah, we don't know in between now and next year what might have come out which will catch our interest. So we'll see.
Yeah, it can be anything tomorrow. Maybe grab you guys. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys for hanging out, talking to us again. This stuff is amazing. I want to keep, like I said, we'll keep in touch again. Go through that.
Thanks,
we'll hopefully see you guys next year and go a third annual interview. I'd be okay with that. Yeah.
That'd be great, man.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you
Much
much.
appreciated. Thank you.